Guys, I benchmarked the biggest scam in marketing history. The 4070. Now, if you guys do not know, yes, the 40 series is called a scam series because, of course, it's overpriced. In all honesty, Nvidia had no idea what they were doing when they priced the 40 series versus the 30 series, and the 40 series is more expensive in every MSRP from the 30 series. Now, going from a 3070 to a 3070 to a 4070, first off, you get more VRAM. You get 12 gigabytes of VRAM versus 10 gigabytes of VRAM. You also get 30% more performance. So I wanted to test it today, and just a little rundown of what my rig is looking like. We have a Core i9-12900K. We also have 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, 5600 millihertz, and we are running a stock Nvidia Founders Edition 4070. And to be honest, on ultra settings, this is actually not that bad. The max FPS was 356, with the minimum FPS being 41.4. And when you compare that, for example, to my Mac, that came in way less than that. And if you guys, just to give you guys an update, because I know you guys are just here on Mac and thinking, this guy just ran a gaming benchmark on a Mac. Is there something wrong with him? The Mac I'm using is the brand new 16-inch iMac M2 Pro Max chip. They're Apple's, most powerful chip, which Apple very much showed off different games, showing different games could run on it. And by games, I mean Resident Evil 7. And by run on it, I mean that's all they showed. Like, over and over again. They really tried to hone the point on, if you want to play Resident Evil 7, you're going to be able to on a 16-inch MacBook pretty efficiently, right? But the problem with the MacBook is you can't run anything Windows on it unless you use something like Windows Parallels, and that does not have any support for DirectX 12. So you can't run like 90% of games on that laptop, which makes it almost impossible to use as a gaming device, which, I spent $3,600 on. That's beside the point. But for this bad boy right here, it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. And if you can get a 4070 at MSRP, which is currently $599, it's not the worst thing in the world, right? And again, keep in mind, you're not going to get the best of the best performance. Again, you're spending $600. If you want to get the best of the best, I probably recommend, honestly, going with a 3080 or 3090 right now, especially because the eBay market for those GPUs are in a complete free fall. You can find it pretty much all over the eBay market right now. Those two, especially, just plummeting in price. I believe a 3080 right now is sitting around the price tag of $600, maybe a little bit less than that depending on the seller, and a 3090 is around $800 to $900, which when you compare a 3090 to a 4070, this 4070 being $600 after tax, probably $650, $660 depending on where you live. Comparing that to an eBay sell that's going to be around $800 for a 3090, that's going to give you 24 gigabytes of VRAM and going to give you a lot better performance, it might work out for you. But here's how I look at the 4070 and why I personally love this GPU. It's perfect for me. For what I run, for what I do on my computer, other than video editing, other than, YouTube stuff, for gaming purposes only, I don't run 4K. I have a 4K monitor right here. Right here, as you guys can see, what I'm running on right now is a 1440p monitor. It's a 3440 by 1440 full screen. This is a 34-inch curved monitor. I believe it's overclocked to 160 hertz. Beautiful monitor. That's what I like to run my games on. These two monitors. That's 4K. This is not 4K. But I'm not going to, even on 4K, I'm not going to run any of my games on 4K. I run all my games on 1440p. It gets the job done for me. It's beautiful performance. Works fine. Gives me great FPS. I have no problem with it. And to be honest, I think for the majority of people, they're going to be very happy with a 4070. Even though, yes, again, said before, it's scam because the price tag and whatever the case. But if you can get one of these bad boys for MSRP, it's not the worst thing in the world. But again, I probably would always say recommend going 30 series. Going 30 series just for the better price for your performance is the only thing I can say. For wattage, like the amount of power consumption, 40 series is actually less power consumption than the 30 series, which is actually a really good thing. Again, it's just price for FPS, not worth it. But for power consumption, it's actually a little bit less. So overall, not bad. I don't know. Now I'm kind of thinking about going back to the 30 series and, moving on from this 40 series GPU. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.